Welcome back to more Tenchu.
Ayame? Tatsumaru killed Master Shiunsai. I must avenge his death.
I won't let you kill Tatsumaru.
Ayame, I must. He killed the master.
No, I will kill Tatsumaru myself.
What? But... Oh, I see. You're not seeking vengeance. You act from a state of pure selflessness. Come on, Semimaru. Take us to Tatsumaru.
Right. Pure selflessness from the girl who got butthurt that Tetsumaru doesn't remember her. I don't think so.
That's right. No ulterior motive whatsoever.
No. Sleeping girl? Dead sleeping girl. Yeah, I remember hating this mission back in the day and playing it now. Yeah, I still hate it.
It's not great, is it? Like, the level design is just a bit weird.
Yeah.
I don't like the bamboo assets that they use.
No, we talked about that in the last video when you're in that kind of foresty area by the village when you're trying to kill everybody that's invading. Kind of the same thing, how it just did not look great at all.
Yeah. A bit too simplified.
Yeah.
You gotta love the 2D.
Yeah, the 2D sprites. Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. You got like giant rocks there. But why do they have to half-ass the tree?
Right. I have a feeling there were some shenanigans that went on when this game was made. Well, I sent you a link to a channel that reviewed the main 3 Tenchu games.
I'm still gonna watch that, yes.
And in his video for this game, oh yeah, there are explosives. Be careful for that, as Rikimaru almost creamed into one.
Yeah, saw that.
At least these are visible. The ones that we saw on that beach heading towards the secret harbor, those were hard to see. And the ones we were going to get in the next video, again, at least for me, hard to see.
Indeed.
So.
It's unfortunate that you can very easily sidestep into them because for some stupid reason they decided to make that mechanic not just work with the circle button, but also with double tapping the direction.
Yeah.
You don't even need to hard press it. You can accidentally tap it.
Yeah.
When you're already moving.
Yeah.
And then tap it again. And then all of a sudden it just does a strafe. And it's like, no, I didn't want to do that.
Yeah. A lot of times I'm just trying to turn my character because we're using damn tank controls. And instead of turning the character, they sidestep. And I'm like, motherfucker. Usually in this LP, whenever I do the sidestep, I'm usually not trying to do the sidestep.
I've had to replay many levels by Rikimaru or Ayame just sidestepping off a bloody cliff.
Yeah,
even though
I believe that. Yeah.
And of course he's not going to grab onto it, so he's just died, and there's
yeah.
Like, okay, thanks.
I easily believe that. Yeah, it's quite annoying. Another funny thing that actually reminds me of, there's a stealth kill that Rikimaru does. He does it in the first and second game. We've seen it this LP. We'll see it again. I don't know if he does it in this video. Where he'll kill the person and he'll do this kind of like pirouette, like ballet move or something afterwards, where he kind of backs off a little and turns around a little bit. And when I was playing the first game, do you remember Mission 8, where you have to get that herb for the princess?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
you remember all the
that.
pitfalls in that level?
Yes. Unfortunately, I do.
Yeah, so I tried to stealth kill somebody near one of those. He did that move instead of a safer one and just pirouetted right off the edge. I'm like, Thanks, Ricky. That was a great call you made there.
What? He was like, I'm done here. Goodbye.
Yeah, fuck that princess. She doesn't need that cure.
Time for my great exit off the stage or whatever.
Yeah. Oh boy, was it an exit.
Remember me and Thor did a playthrough of that game on my channel, and I recorded all the videos. I never bothered uploading it though. I just deleted the footage because of how pissed off I was with it.
Ah, yeah, he mentioned that before.
Yeah, I wasn't having fun, wasn't happy with it, and I just thought, you know what? It's not even worth it. I don't want to do anything with the footage. I don't want to replay the game in order to get Grandmaster and all the levels. I didn't care to. It annoyed me that much, so I just deleted the whole footage.
Yeah, I get that. If you're not happy with it, then yeah, don't bother. Otherwise, you end up wanting to redo it at some point, and that's just extra work.
I'm a perfectionist as well. I can't half-ass things. It has to be done the exact standards of my standards essentially, or just no.
Well, I look at my original LP that this is replacing, and holy shit. Yeah, this is turning out way better. I decided to go for a Grandmaster ranking on every level, which we do succeed at, so that's something. With Rikimaru and Naomi's campaigns at least. I have not finished Tetsumaru's.
Night and day, really.
Yeah. Insert your Wolverine joke there.
Actually, I was going to say that guy actually kind of had it look like he was looking for a lost contact.
Well, now he doesn't have to worry about that anymore.
I wonder if those were actual weapons they used back in the day.
I actually wondered that too. Some of the weapons they use in this game look kind of funny, so I did always wonder that. Are these real weapons, or are these just something they thought looked cool? And some of this got cut off.
Fortunately, a fake term that the Japanese... I can't remember if it was Japanese or American that came up with the term ninja, because it's a 20th century term.
Oh.
Yeah. It's... The original term was shinobi, but that technically meaning ninja. It just means to sneak.
Right.
Something. That was mainly an occupation that samurai did that didn't involve wearing their large armor and going into battle.
Oh.
Just collecting information. Yeah, just obsessed at one point wanting to learn about were ninjas real, and yeah, unfortunately not even close to the real thing.
Ah, that's a shame. One thing I do think is cool, and I don't think I talked about on this LP, is they actually have animations for when your characters pick up items or use items. I remember noticing that in the first game and being pretty impressed with that.
Yeah.
It's not always fun whenever you're trying to use a healing potion and the enemies can knock it out of your hands, but it's still kind of cool.
It's a good mechanic, but at the same time, it really doesn't help that the game's kind of it's already.
Yeah. Somebody thinks they see you, Ricky.
I don't really know how the point system works in this game and how it's allocated.
It's different than the other ones. This one, you pretty much have to stealth kill everybody without being spotted if you want Grandmaster.
To an extent, yes. If there's certain levels that don't have more than 10 enemies, well, you'd need to kill every enemy without getting spotted, yes. For these last...
He was saying a couple of missions and he got cut off. These guys both need better microphones. Either that or it's an OBS issue. I'm not sure which.
The game will allow you to get spotted a couple of times.
Okay.
To still get Grandmaster.
Well, I made sure to not get spotted just to be safe, because I did not want to replay these levels again. I've experienced a couple of levels in this game where I thought I did everything right, and then I would get to the end and it says I was spotted once, and I'm like, where the hell was I spotted? I have no notification that I was spotted at all. But at least those were shorter levels. I was really hoping, and thankfully it didn't happen when I did the finale, that I was really hoping that wasn't going to happen, because that would have sucked. Those levels are not short.
Uh-oh, a fluky shot. It's like, you could totally see the sword in the... Like, what?
Why is there a sword flying around in the air? Why does it look like it's being held behind somebody's back for some reason?
And why is it coming towards me?
And I did that just for fun, as you can. It's one of those little details they didn't need to put in, but I'm glad they did.
What weirds me out is that there's several score systems in this game, and with all the other Tenchu games, there's the one that you get for points
Right.
that unlock items and give you additional quantity of each item that you've unlocked. But there's also a scoring system, and I don't rightly know what that's for.
Yeah, I think in your score, there's a section called moves, and I don't think anybody really knows what the fuck that actually does.
It may be based on what the kill animations that you do, like the one that you just did then, one of my favorites. It's the one where you have to get to them right as they're looking towards you before they spot you, and you're basically just slicing your sword up their chest like
The camouflage really helps that one out.
yeah, absolutely. And you can do that without the camouflage. It's just very difficult to do.
Yeah.
Therein lies the situation. So my guess is it's based on those moves, and maybe the variety of moves. I don't know. The game
Yeah, it's hard to say, but the fact that this game's 20 plus years old and it seems like people don't really know is kind of a shame.
well, it's a shame because no one's making these games anymore.
Yeah. I'd love to see a modern Tenchu game, but I would want that game to be good. No Shadow Assassins bullshit where you have Ayame and Kiku sounding like Valley Girls. Like,
That's half the fun, sir.
yeah, I saw some videos on that game probably about when I was recording this originally. So probably about 12 years ago now. I just remember seeing some cutscenes where those two were interacting, and I'm just sitting here like, that is not how people in ancient Japan talk. And yes, we will get to the boss, but I'm just showing that I got Grandmaster. So now we can see what Ayame was up to, which is basically the same thing that Rikimaru was up to during that whole time. Obviously, the dialogue wasn't going to be perfect, but it would have been nice if there was an attempt at having them talk like they would have in ancient Japan.
I also recognize this music as well. This music actually really fits this level.
I did my best to try to have these tracks fit the level. It's not always perfect, but I tried.
I know for a fact, and don't quote me on this, but I'm 95% certain some of the back kill animations, the back animations you do, will sometimes level their head off.
I think you're right, yeah.
I swear to God, I feel like it's happened before in this game. I think it has. I know for a fact it has happened on the first game, and
Yeah.
I think this game has it as well, but I really... it's one of those...
And he cut out again there. Yeah, I don't know if that's something that depends on random criteria or if it's just whatever move you pull off, but I have seen it happen before. I have got that to happen on occasion in this Let's Play.
It has to be the back assassin move.
Ah,
I don't really think it matters, like, when and where it happens, yeah.
I still find it annoying that sometimes these stealth kill animations don't trigger.
I think because they're on different levels, so that the animation will only work if you're actually on a flat plane
Yeah.
with the enemy, and you've got enough room to move. It'll just do
Yeah.
that sort of quick animation interrupt, where they're just sort of stuttering around.
Yeah, so I tried to avoid that as much as possible. So if I couldn't get the stealth kill animation, I figured, all right, fuck it, I'll just slice them. That way at least you get to see the person get killed. They're not just blinking out of existence. One thing I didn't talk about regarding Shadow Assassins is just how different that game is compared to the other Tenchu games. Not only do Ayame and Kiku sound like Valley Girls, but Rikimaru has this weird voice that sounds like he's trying to imitate the Christopher Nolan Batman, which is odd. And some weird shit happens in that game's story. And the game ends on a cliffhanger, which has never been resolved because the series has never continued. which means I will have to use the Time of the Assassin's mission creator to make one once we get there. The game was originally designed for the Wii, although there was a PSP port of it. The gameplay is also totally different. As far as I can tell, you don't start off with a weapon. You have to find them in the levels. So if you get spotted, then I think you get one retry and then it's game over if you get spotted again. Unless you find a weapon, and then if you get spotted, you enter into these weird sword fighting mini games. Again, it was designed for the Wii. I'm not sure how the PSP handles that mechanic. Probably in a similar way, I would guess. So you can't just run around and fight people, which is kind of fun to do at times. It doesn't play anything like Tenchu. There's also no grappling hook. So you're constantly having to find boxes and move things around in order to climb over obstacles. So it's a really bizarre choice for the series, considering they pretty much remove everything that made it Tenchu.
Tenchu games, because I know that we talked about Ghost of Tsushima, and you not really enjoyed it as much, which I get. It's definitely an acquired taste. The closest thing we've got, because it definitely doesn't represent being a full ninja. That's just basically you being a samurai / ninja without any of the extra moves that your characters can do, I guess. If that's what the future holds for maybe some Tenchu games that have that sort of mechanic for modern games in like an open world style Japan,
I could see where that would end up being interesting. Give me 10 different animations for the kill, a little bit more understanding of how to get said animation.
Yeah, that is one thing I liked about this game is you can actually semi-control what move you get, which is nice. I don't think you can do that in the first game, at least not that I'm aware of.
not all of them had a move.
Yeah.
The first game, you didn't have the jump assassination, you didn't have the crouch assassination, you had back, left and right, I think.
And the neck break if they start to spot you as you do the stealth kill.
Did they have that one as well?
Yeah, that was in the first game as well.
Okay.
I definitely made use of that. And that jump cut was just me dicking around with picking up items off of these dudes. As I mentioned in previous videos, I've had enough issues with it. I don't think people want to sit there watching me teabag enemies. Though in fairness, maybe I'm forgetting what my audience is here for. It's certainly not for refinement and high-class entertainment. It's all about dick and fart jokes and perving over video game girls. That's what we do on this channel. Oh yeah. So I'm pretty sure teabagging fits right in with the type of content you get on this channel. Even if in this game it was not intentional. But still funny. Although, can Ayame really teabag somebody? I think that's more of a Rikimaru thing, if I'm not mistaken. So this just occurred to me. We recorded the Lara's Mansion portion of Tomb Raider yesterday.
Right.
And at one point, she's telling you how to walk, and it mentions a white line, and I cannot believe neither of us made a white powder joke.
Oh, shame on both of us.
Yes. How did we not pull that off?
Yeah, seriously.
Damn shame, because I'm sure, being rich, I'm sure Lara has experimented quite a bit with the cocaine.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah.
Flying all over the world.
Yeah, I feel like we both failed the world.
Yeah.
Damn shame.
I'm going to have to go and sit in the corner and think about what I've done.
Me too. I found a way to be more proactive with my video making, at least for this series.
How's that?
Since I'm not leaving much time at the start of the video for an intro, I just recorded myself saying, "Welcome back to Tenchu." I'll just throw it on every video so I don't have to say that from now on.
Oh, okay.
Look at you.
I've occasionally done that for playthroughs.
Super lazy. I like it.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever it takes to make life easier, so.
Yeah, right.
But anyways, we got a few more dudes to kill, and then we will get some boss battles, which will be annoying. We already talked before this video about one of the two boss battles, and I maintain it's actually the worst boss battle in the game. You can correct me if you think I'm wrong, but I would say it's probably the worst one.
Definitely. Changed my mind.
Now, in fairness, I have not finished Tetsumaru's campaign. I haven't even started that, so I don't know if he has something worse, but as far as Rikimaru and Ayame, yeah, the boss for Ayame in this level, not fun.
Tatsumaru has one of the best levels to play as. It's actually the first level that you play as him.
Narrowly avoided an explosive there. Oh, right, because you're back at the castle, but you're running around the outside of the castle, which is nice.
Yeah, you're pretty much doing the same thing as Ayame,
Part of that got cut off.
and it's like, okay, this is awesome. Why was this held back so much for the other two characters?
Yeah, I've talked about that in this playthrough before too, how I miss the verticality. I miss being able to go on rooftops. I miss being able to use the grappling hook consistently because you really don't need it that much in this game.
Exactly. And, you know, you're doing all the things that a ninja does.
Right. And also the grappling hook kind of sucks in this game too, so there is that.
Agreed. That's why I didn't like the sequels as much, because it was you're just going down corridors and just, you know, archways and stuff, and it's like, what happened to whole jumping on roofs and, you know, exploring a bit, trying to find items and the enemies that way?
Yeah.
I don't know, I just didn't like it.
Yeah, we will revisit those other games at some point. I think I'm gonna revisit the Tenchu series. Except Time of the Assassins, I'm not redoing that playthrough.
Are you using smooth pixels?
Smooth pixels?
Yeah, on your PS1 emulator.
I know I've done some upscaling to it, so maybe.
I mean, now it looks sort of... I like my jagged pixels, but whatever. I won't go on about it.
Yeah, I do try to smooth that out as much as possible.
I see.
Yeah.
One of those
Somebody's
guys.
a fan of the 8-bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like my squares to be square, damn it.
So on Tomb Raider, you would have preferred the original graphical style.
Yeah.
And now I'm prepping because we're getting towards the boss.
I got scared that you was about to blow up the dog for a minute, and I was about to be like, you bastards.
Come out! Show yourself!
Your senses are sharp for a human. I am Byaku, the White Tiger, one of the four lords of the Burning Dawn. What's that? I agree. Rejoice, woman. He has taken a liking to you. You will have the honor of being eaten by Chiru the Magnificent. As for you, unsavory man, you will have to settle for being killed by me.
I should have used more smoke bombs against this guy.
He was also known as Grey Fox from Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Had a lot of Metal Gear Solid alumni in this game.
Yeah, you've got Paul Edding as Master Secretary.
Yeah.
Bro, if that guy starts saying deplane, I'm out of here.
What if he just rides Ricky Maru's back and starts making horse sounds?
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean,
Was
I can draw the Captain Kirk comparison.
There you go. And here's what Ayame was doing during that whole encounter. This guy
Right, she's blowing up the kitty. She knows what's up.
This guy takes grenades like they're love taps. Like, he does not give a fuck.
Yeah, and unfortunately you can't poison the bosses for very long. They only get affected by once, and that's it.
Yeah. I do think it would be cool if you could see the other fight while you're in the middle of your own. I think it would be kind of cool.
I would actually be kind of cool.
Yeah. It would ruin the whole continuity of what I'm trying to do with this playthrough, but it still would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to use items for this. No,
Oh, yeah.
like, again, that's all he needs to do is just lunge at you. And look at you. He's already done like almost a quarter of your health
Oh, yeah.
with that one move.
Yeah, this guy's super agile, super tough. Hardest boss in the game, I think.
Definitely.
Ah, you had a good little run there, though.
I did, but you have to use items against him. And then that happens.
Yeah.
And he can stun lock you too, which is annoying.
Because remember with the other boss that you saw, certain moves you did with him, he just fell on the ground. This tiger doesn't.
Right. Yeah. Well, the other boss, all I saw was the adorable because little people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm literally just using every item I can because I'm like, fuck it, I want away from this thing.
Right.
Yeah, and
And
he's quicker than he looks as well.
Yeah.
You can't just go on the other edge of the bloody level and think, oh, okay, I'm just going to pop a health. No.
yeah,
See,
look at that.
see
Like,
right there, your animation's just too slow.
Yeah.
It won't get you.
I was lucky enough to at least get the use of the health potion, though. I was not sure if that was going to happen. As I mentioned before, they can knock them out of your hand.
Make Chiru pick your bones clean.
I guess you weren't so ferocious after all.
Are you okay, Semimaru? Good boy. You are so tough, Semimaru.
Ayame, you guys okay? Come on, let's get going.
Thanks for watching, and we will see you all next time with more Tenchu, Birth of the Stealth Assassins.